Happy Thursday. I'm glad to be back with you. Today we are sticking with nonfiction summaries, but moving away from just getting our information into the graphic organizer and moving into being able to write about our summaries. Before we get started, you are going to need any of the materials that you worked with yesterday for today's lesson and today's practice. I have in front of me the article up on my laptop, the 5 W's and 1 H chart that we started yesterday, and the timeline that we put together yesterday too. Using these as pre-writing strategies is going to help us get our summaries, the best information out of the article that we need and none of the fluff. What you'll need after you have the materials from yesterday is a lined paper, because we are going to be using these in order to build our summaries. This is going to really ease our workload and make it, and really set us up for success. At this point, I've already put my information from my graphic organizer from my paper into my graphic organizer. And this is going to help me meet my goal. Our goal today is I can write a summary including supporting details. With my article and graphic organizer in front of me, I am going to skim both first. Just to refresh my mind, I'm going to give you about 1 minute to skim through everything. Remember, when you're skimming, you're not fake reading, but you're kind of glazing over. Okay, just 1 minute, ready and go. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, skimming is really powerful for us as readers because it brings us right back into the story or article that we'd already read before, and it really re-engages us with what we've already known, what we remember. Since we have our materials in front of us, our graphic organizer, we skimmed, and we got our minds ready to do this, what we need to do now is start thinking about the structure of our summaries. Usually when we think about summaries, our teachers tell us that they need to be 3 to 5 sentences, but because we are almost middle schoolers, basically middle schoolers, I'm going to challenge you to do 5 to 7 sentences. A summary isn't so much about the length as it is the content, the information that's in it, and the quality of that content. You might also think about a size of a summary. A summary should be about this size. So maybe from about your forehead to about your eyes. That is a good summary size because it's going to cut out any fluff that doesn't help your reader fully understand the story, but it is going to make sure that you get out the best information that you need. For our summary, the guide that we'll use is starting with a sentence frame. We'll say the title by the writer is about, and our main idea. After that, what's going to follow are our supporting details, which we've put into the 5W1H framework. You could do one sentence for each, but what we can do as more complicated and sophisticated writers is put it into about 2 to 3 sentences, putting all that information into a nice little package. After that, if you have a timeline, this is where your timeline will go. So I'm going to get started writing mine right below my graphic organizer on the document. Our goal for this is to write 5 to 7 sentences that give the reader what they need to know and then go. Nothing extra. Remember, the point of a summary is being able to give your reader or listener the gist. So on the graphic organizer, I already put in my information. And down below here, there's a box to put your summary. I'm going to orient this so you can see the whole page as we work. And for this, I'm going to work with you to create the summary about what we read yesterday about the surfers. And then I'll set you up to do your practice on your own, where you are going to do this same thing with the article you chose, read about, and started to make some organizers for yesterday. This will be our last day working with the article you chose yesterday, so make sure your work is something that you are proud of. Tomorrow we're going to move on to new articles. Alrighty, so when we look back on this slide, it says that we have a sentence frame to start with. Title by writer is main idea. So the title of our article was Sports Stars. This little, this is called a colon. We use a colon if we're going to say a list or something important. And for the time, of course. Sports Stars, Duke, Kahanamoku, by. We'll look in our article and find who the writer is. If in your article a writer isn't listed, say either put down the news source or where you got it from, so newsela. So 5thELA by 5thELA is about, and now for our main idea. This is what's going to come from our 5 W's and 1 H chart, really. So we can say Sports Stars by Sports Stars, Duke Kahanamoku by 5thELA is about an influential surfer in Hawaiian history. This is now where we're going to go bit by bit and pull our information from the 5 W's and 1 H organizer into those really clean and tidy 2 to 3 sentences, okay? So we'll need to say his name, of course, Duke Kahanamoku. Lived between the 1900s and 1960s. I am skipping the what element here about being an influential surfer because I've already said that in my first sentence. In a summary, you shouldn't really repeat anything you have because remember, the whole point is to give your reader what they need and go. Duke Kahanamoku lived between the 1900s and 1960s, we'll say in Hawaii. He made many accomplishments. We'll say he accomplished many things in the world of swimming and surfing because they were, or they still are, they are important parts of his culture. He was able to do these things. This is where we're in the how now. He was able to do these things through hard work and passion for his sport. Now we're ready to get into our timeline, and because what we read was sequential, we are going to get each little part. Give it about, this can either be, you have some creative liberty, one really big and beautiful sentence with good grammar and commas and everything, or you can break it up too. So, in the 1800s, a Hawaiian king prophesied that as I'm seeing that error, this is making me wonder. The main idea isn't about the Hawaiian king. The main idea is about Duke Kahanamoku. So I wonder if this part I should even include in my summary. For now, I'm going to take it out. We could always add it back in later. I'll come back to that one. So in the 1912 and 1920 Olympics, Kahanamoku was won gold medals for swimming. In 1925, he rescued 12 fishermen from a capsized boat. Capsized basically means tipped over. Or we're just keeping this simple. Keeping this simple, people. In 1925, from the ocean. Or we'll say until the end of his life, he served as a spokesperson for surfing and the state of Hawaii. And that is our summary. After you've written your summary about your article, what I'm going to invite you to do is add it into our Flipgrid. The Flipgrid I've linked in the practice notes for you all, but I want to walk you through really quick how to do it too. So you can click on it, or if you'd rather use your cell phone or tablet or someone else's at home with their permission, you can use the QR code. And when you get to it, the Flipgrid is going to have you log in. And I would just do log in with Google because that is what you're using for most things now. But you could log in with Clever. That would be appropriate too. And when you get there, you're going to click on the plus sign. This might look a little bit funny because I have so many things open right now. Let's see. Yep, Miss C. Yeah, the Miss C. You'll click on the camera sign, and then you are going to start just reading us your summary. So I'll go ahead and upload mine now. Fingers crossed it works. So many things open. Hey, 5th grade, it's Miss C. I'm here to read you my summary from the article we worked on together. Sports Stars. Duke Kahanamoku by 5thELA is about an influential surfer in Hawaiian history. Duke Kahanamoku lived between the 1900s and 1960s in Hawaii. He accomplished many things in the world of swimming and surfing because they are important to his culture. He was able to do these things through hard work and passion for his sport. In the 1912 and 1920 Olympics, Kahanamoku won gold medals for swimming. In 1925, he rescued 12 fishermen from the ocean. Until the end of his life, he served as a spokesperson for surfing and the state of Hawaii. When you are done, let me finish my Flipgrid first, and then I'll tell you. Thank you. So then when you're finished, you're going to, and you can like put stickers or whatever you'd like to. You're gonna say next. You can preview it. I'm here to read you my summary. And I am gonna cut out this part at the end where I was talking to you all in class. We'll hope that this is good. Confirm. Next. And now it's going to make you take a selfie. That'll come up as the thumbnail for your video before people click on it to watch it. And everyone who is a 5th grader in Richmond will be able to view it. So be on your best behavior, your best presentation voice, all of it. Take your selfie, add in if you want a picture or something. And then the next thing you'll need to do is put your name on it. So after this, we'll do this tomorrow as well, when we are done writing our summaries that we've done all together. And this is a good way too, when you're editing, to make sure that this is, this is a good way to make sure when you're editing too, that your writing has a good flow to it. So display name, you'll put down, just do your first name, nothing else. And then you can put my summary read aloud. Submit your video, and then it's going to come up under the responses, and you can watch any of them. Once you have yours up too, you'll be able to see it again as well. I hope that you feel confident about the practice moving forward, writing your summary, making your Flipgrid read aloud for it, and are ready to come back tomorrow for our last day together. Alrighty, 5th grade. I hope that you feel too that you've met your goal. Our goal today was to summarize the supporting details when writing about nonfiction text. We've done it together. Now you go do it on your own. Have a great rest of your day.